It's now my privilege to introduce Miss Cara Tran, our student speaker. Cara is soon to be a biomedical engineering graduate and is in the honors program. She is a proud member of Engineering Ambassadors, an organization that aims to improve diversity in the STEM community. Cara has been a university math tutor, an undergraduate teaching assistant, an intern for UConn Health, and has worked for strain management devices over the past year. She loves to travel, play tennis, and cook. Please join me in welcoming her.
Thank you, Dean Berkey, and good morning, everyone. For those who I haven't had the pleasure of meeting, I'm Cara, and I'm grateful to be standing here in front of you today. First off, I would like to thank the students, faculty, staff, family, and friends in this room for their endless support and for making this special day possible. And now to the 2022 UConn School of Engineering graduates. We made it, but what do we do now? After years of learning, feeding our brain with the knowledge that we supposedly need to be successful, why are we here? And what is our next step? Some of us are here not only for ourselves, but for our loved ones as well. A lot of us want to make our parents and guardians proud, maybe our grandparents, extended family, friends, significant others, pets, and a lot of us didn't expect to be here. I grew up wanting to be a photographer, taking after my dad's hobby, and then I wanted to be an architect, and then in my 6th grade yearbook, embarrassingly enough, I wrote that I wanted to be a professional basketball player when I grew up. Unfortunately, Gino kept me on the bench during March Madness this year, and now that I think about it, he kept me on the bench every year since I got here. Maybe you knew you were going to be an engineer someday, and maybe like me, you didn't. But I assure you that the person you are today is a person your younger self would be proud of. I hope you're here for you. In retrospect, we have been through a lot together. We have experienced an entire pandemic, witnessed global turmoil, national injustices, and seen a variety of societal divisions. Often in these times of trouble, we hear the phrase, "I wish things would go back to normal." This thought of going back either to return to a more comfortable, more peaceful time, or even in wish for a different fate is something that has crossed all of our minds. This mindset translates to our college life too. We've said to ourselves, "I wish I could have gone back and studied more for my exam," or "I wish I could have gotten more sleep." Maybe you wish you paid attention in class or asked for help when you needed it. And be honest with me here. Raise your hand if you ever thought to yourself, "Wow, I wish I picked a major other than engineering." I knew that would get some of you. It's human nature to have these ideas fill our brains, often unintentionally. But as engineers, when have we ever been taught to think backwards? Thomas Edison didn't invent the light bulb, Alexander Graham Bell didn't invent the telephone, the Wright brothers didn't invent the airplane, Marie Van Brittan Brown didn't invent the first home security system by looking behind them. Because if they had, they would have been greeted by the shadows of their doubters. Our job is not to fear the future because of our past. Our job is to overcome the obstacles that block our view of a better world. Until one of you builds a time machine and altering our past becomes feasible, my hope for you is that you leave this room today looking forward to the success awaiting you. Over the past few years, we have grown as students, professionals, and people. Realizing my time at UConn was coming to an end, I started wondering what knowledge I should take with me as I pack my suitcase and prepare to move out into the real world. For this, I sought the help of my friends, the brilliant students sitting in Gamble Pavilion right now patiently awaiting their degrees. I posed a question to them. What is your main takeaway from your time at UConn Engineering? I'm going to share with you a few of the responses I received. Some joked about how they mastered finding solution manuals online. Another student responded that engineering has made coffee their best friend. One of my favorite quotes is that difficult classes lead to the best friendships. The most common theme among the takeaways of my peers is the idea of perseverance through togetherness. There seems to be a consensus that the School of Engineering has taught us how to self-motivate, struggle, make sacrifices, and that to overcome these challenges, we lean on our friends. We learn to work hard, ask difficult questions, and most importantly, rely on others. Sometimes engineering is falsely marked as a discipline lacking social interaction. In reality, it is these unique connections and treasured friendships that we carry with us. No matter how lost you may feel after this day, we are eternally bonded by our time together at UConn. Congratulations to the University of Connecticut School of Engineering, class of 2022. I can't wait to see the world in your hands. Thank you.